What's up, y'all? What's going on here? You guys are listening to the first
ever episode of SpeakEasy with Darren Lee and
That's me. And who we have here? Who we got here?
Julie.
We
like
got
the biscuit.
Julie.
I always have to say Julie, like the biscuit, because when people hear Julie, they're like, what? Julia? No, chili? Like, no, Julie, like the biscuit. And they get it. So it's Julie like the biscuit.
Yeah, Julie like a biscuit. But okay, what's up? This is our first podcast.
Yeah. It's so interesting because we've got like 1,000 things to say. I'm not sure whether you can see the surrounding of our dining table. But, we want this to be very casual and formal like. And we want to bring in, along the way, we want to bring in really interesting people, but not talk about boring stuff, but really interesting stuff, relevant stuff that you probably wouldn't hear on TVs, hear on radio.
But what do you think the main aim of what we're trying to do here? I think we're just trying to have interesting conversations.
Yeah, and it's also like how we talk anyway, but this is just recorded. And the way we talk is like for hours and hours on end. Like how you would talk to your best friend.
But I also want people to be like, to know that we're just doing this for, it's content that's not censored. Yeah, we ain't gonna censor this shit.
Yeah. Although I'm gonna refrain from profanities in case my mom, who is very techie, who's got Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and WeChat, picks up on podcasting, which is still quite new in Malaysia, right? My mom even heard this podcast, I think, from Penang, which is a Hokkien podcast. So I wouldn't be surprised if my mom picks this up. Hi, mommy.
Does she follow you? Does she follow you on Twitter?
I think everywhere, yes.
Are you sure she's on Twitter?
You know what? My mom can be really sneaky, and I think I get my sneakiness from her. Because, like, sometimes I go home, I see the Facebook on the computer, and it's like, it's my Facebook, not logged out, So... But, because we don't know the age group, it could be from 8 years old all the way to 80 years old.
The question is, how do you know mom has a Twitter account?
Well, I assume based on her gadgets that she has. If she has Instagram and Facebook and WeChat, and she basically has all the updated gadgets, whether it comes to laptop or... sound recorder or a handphone. She's much more techie-er than me. How does she not have a Twitter?
That's the strange... No, I don't think she has a Twitter account.
She does have a Twitter.
Are you sure? We're gonna check. We're gonna check with this.
Yeah.
With this. Ask her if she's got a Twitter.
Okay.
Then everyone should tweet your mom.
No, I'm not gonna say.
Wouldn't it be funny?
But my mom's Instagram and her Facebook is the same. It's her initials, surname, and her favorite number 63 behind, which was her car number plate, which was her lucky number. And then when she changed her car...
It's good. Actually, we don't want to tell people.
Yeah.
Twitter account. You're going to be going, oh, mommy,
my mom
Julie.
will be like, why are there so many stalkers? No, my mom joined only to stalk others. That's why she does not have any photos on her Instagram.
Yeah, she's a professional stalker.
Facebook. She just wants to see what her kids are up to, because my brother is in... UK, right, with his wife and baby Jason, and she just wants to see what we're up to. Because honestly, we only see her during weekends. Sometimes.
No, but seriously, your mom's way more techie than usual. Yeah, other parents are not like that. Like my dad's not like that.
Hey, your mom plays Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah, but my dad doesn't even have. He doesn't have a Twitter.
But he uses the computer a lot.
Oh, it is really weird. Don't you think it's really weird if we'll just drop the mic there. If you get, I'm sure everyone gets like family invites or family friend requests on Facebook, and it's just so weird. It's weird because how the fuck do you respond to your cousin's dad, your uncle, and he could be a creep.
What are you talking about? I didn't get it.
No, because you know how techie everyone is these days?
Yeah.
Like my uncle. He actually requested for a friend request on Facebook.
So?
Have you seen my uncle?
Which uncle?
Kau Kun's,
Oh, you want to mention names now, huh?
yeah, better not mention names.
Oh,
You got him?
He's got a Facebook
No, but
account.
you guys should go look for him. Like, bug him.
He looks like
Message
a
him
Hong Kong
constantly.
actor. The one in the gangster
Looks
movie.
like someone who needs a lot of facial work to
Hey,
bring the
don't
sun, the
say
tan
that.
back.
Oh yeah, your cousin is very white.
He's the whitest human being that I know.
Yeah, he's as white as our floor and walls and doors. If you could see the place, it's very white. But you know what? White color gives the illusion of a very big place.
Yeah,
So
brighter-
does that
brighter
mean your
space.
cousin who's white?
I think we're
is
totally off
that
tangent
he's like
here. We're
really
totally off tangent.
big and tall?
We're totally
Oh,
off
yeah.
tangent.
Totally. Okay, so this is the first episode. We're just trying it out, and because like the whole podcasting culture is so new in Malaysia, right? But because Darren, who's been to Bermuda, he stayed there for 4 years, worked there. He's been exposed to a lot of Western cultures, and he picked up, like Joe Rogan's podcast and amongst others, right? We listen to podcasts. He listens to podcasts every day.
Yep.
And so we just thought, hey, why not we just talk about stuff that's relevant to us and also quite informative, right?
Yeah, but we try to get guests who have really interesting stories. to come out.
Yeah, and we've got like friends from
Yeah.
all over.
From the industry, from
rappers.
different
models.
different industries.
Yeah, like off the bat, I there's so many of our friends that we could rope in, but I will entice them with dinner, and then we'll just shove
You know
a
what,
mic in their face,
we gotta get-
and we'll start.
Like people, we're gonna get people like Nini Marini
Yeah, she's
from
amazing.
TV3. She's just brilliant. She's an
She
awesome
does
artist.
awesome content as
Yeah,
well
and
for our
she's-
station.
and she's in charge of content. you know.
Yeah, she knows how to make her own jewelry. She sells jewelry. She paints, and everybody mistakes her for a model.
Yeah.
She's like a superwoman, and she just launched that Vidu thing, right?
Yeah,
That,
Vidu's really fucking
Yeah.
interesting because I think what Vidu, oh man, if people saw the opportunity, I honestly think that more students will enter Vidu.
what's the website? Vidu dot
Yeah, Vidu.my.
my. So it's
VEEDO.my.
So anybody out there, make a short video and just post it up. And this is like a combination of all the creative minds out there. And there was a launch party we were at in Publica. It was amazing to see so many creative people under one roof and for the same cause. I mean, they were sharing ideas and whatnot. And the prize on top of this experience,
It's a pretty awesome prize.
Yeah,
you get
you
to fly
get-
to Japan.
tickets basically to
And tickets
whatever
to Fuji
festival,
Rock. No,
Cannes
the Fuji,
festival and
no, the
whatnot.
Fuji Rock.
I heard Cannes.
This year is
That-
Fuji Rock.
Oh,
This
this
year's
is Fuji Rock. Okay.
But okay, for people who don't know what Vidu is all about, Vidu is about they've tied in with a brand, and currently is DG, right? So the brief is shoot your interpretation or your imagination or your visual imagination of what friendship means to you.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
That's really interesting, and I think the whole like TV industry, I'm not sure, in Malaysia, it's upcoming. It's been upcoming for a while, but there's just so many restrictions. Earlier on, we were just talking about censorship.
Yeah.
That's one of the important topics I really want to cover. Along the way, this is just an introductory podcast on what to expect. I definitely want to invite Patricia.
God damn it, there's a mosquito around.
Yeah, no, it bit me.
What the hell? Okay,
So
anyway, yeah, you're saying Patricia,
she's a
get pat on.
DJ,
Get pat on!
She's Scandinavian, she's super hot. I don't know, so many more. I would love.
She's cute.
She's cute. And
But yeah,
I don't
Pat's
know.
interesting too because I think she can talk about growing up in Sweden
No,
and living on
she's
a
from
farm.
Denmark.
Denmark, and living in the farm.
In fact, she's going to come out with a podcast because she's great with indie music. So I think it's going to be called Indie Music by Patricia K. It's going to be amazing. Check that out soon.
Yeah, you guys should
She's
watch
gonna
out
be
for
on
that because
our show as
you know
well.
what, Pat is one of the best indie DJs out there.
Yeah, she's non-commercial and she
yeah.
will not sell out. She
Yeah.
will not play commercial at all. And her music is just so good. I mean, there are so many other people, you know, like we can talk to Prem, you know, he's kind of a character.
You know,
we can talk about Klang from the hood, you know.
Yeah.
Klang is like a whole country on its own.
Yeah, talk about Bak Kut Teh. Who was saying, what's that guy's, the in-laws name? Never mind, your in-laws, the in-laws' dad.
Richard.
Yeah. And he was talking about how people in Klang can have Bak Kut Teh for
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
What the
That's like overkilling it for me. I mean, like last week we had once, and we had to go diet for the next one.
Hold on, I'm gonna grab a drink. Yeah, but carry on.
Yeah. On top of that, I mean, there's just so many people we could talk to, and so many topics we could cover from everywhere. In fact, we're gonna open our Twitter or Facebook page so that we can have feedbacks from you guys, you know, like tell us who you want to talk to, what you guys want to talk about, any queries at all. Maybe if you got an interesting story, you could share with us and we could bring you on the show.
Yeah, you know what? Tweet us. Julie's Twitter handle, Julie Wooney.
Yeah.
And mine is Darren, spelt with a, is it just 3?
A 3, DARR 3NLEE. Is that right? I can't remember. You know what? We should come up with a proper Facebook.
You know what? You're right. I just
Twitter.
remembered it. It is DARR 3NLEE.
Did you just cut me off? You did. What was I
Yes,
saying?
I did.
What was I saying?
I did.
I said we should come out with our own one for SpeakEasy. Proper ones. You know, like for YouTube channel, our own YouTube channel, and our own Twitter, our own Facebook.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Cool.
She thinks she cute.
You got that from that podcast. What's that podcast called?
That is Tom Segura and Christina Pazinski's Your Mom's House. It's
Your
an
Mom's
awesome
House, that's the podcast.
You guys should listen to that too.
Yeah, I mean, like the States, they've got so many great ones. And our friend Will, who told us about this
Will
really
mention this.
cool
We should go check it out.
American podcast, The American Life, right? But they've got
This
a whole
American
team.
Life.
This American Life, sorry. And they have a whole team of people going out, covering great stories. Each time they're on the podcast, they got 5 amazing out of this world stories. So, yeah, I think podcasting is the way to go next. I mean, because you can listen to the on the go, you know, while you're running errands, while you're in the car. I don't know. Like you listen to it even before you sleep. It's like a nice bedtime story.
You know what? Yeah. I don't know if that's why I'm listening to it. Not because it's boring, but you know.
Some of it's really boring. I mean, like, because there's no music in this one. I mean, some podcasts you've got music, but some we don't.
You know what would be weird? One of those podcasts that you would hear that has like jungle music. No, like soothing spa music. And it goes, it's time to relax. Put your head
I think it's being done
on the
already.
floor.
Hey, there is a prominent personality who did that CD thing to relax.
Well, you know
remember?
what? Okay, that.
I don't want to say any names. Oh my gosh! But it sounds exactly like her CD.
Yeah,
that's
you know what?
It's alright.
It's cool. Don't worry about it.
No, but it's good to relax, you see. I mean, like some people, they might find it sleepy, but it's good to remember to take like even 5 minutes a day to just wind down, relax, you know. Just, I read it somewhere that you're meant to just sit down and think back about everything that you learned today, close the chapter, and start the day fresh tomorrow, you know. It's because you learn. Like sometimes life happens so quickly that you're like, oh my gosh, it's like, what, end of the week already? It's Friday now. And we're like, what did we do the whole week? So I think it's important to just sit down and reflect.
That happens to me.
For a moment. Yeah, it happens to
sleep.
everybody.
You sleep too long.
I do, 8 to 10 hours. But you know what, like Pearlie mentioned, you got to sleep as much as you can now before you have children next time.
Yeah, holy shit. You know what?
There goes your sleep.
She sort of scared me with the whole...
She didn't sleep for 2 years?
Yeah, the whole 2 years non-sleep.
She didn't have a she didn't have proper sleep for 2 years, and that is true. I think a lot of parents. We are going to bring young parents on the show, right?
No.
Why?
No.
Yes. No, we are.
No.
Yes.
Welcome.
Fun parents, okay? Not just about parenting, but we can talk about a lot of stuff. We could learn from them.
No.
Yes.
They have nothing to talk about. Except for the fact that,
You think in 2 years' time when you've got kids, you've got nothing to talk about?
okay, you know what though? You know what pisses me off? People who just post pictures of the goddamn kids all over Instagram all the goddamn time.
But
Why?
you know what? You know, when you have your kids, you might do the same. In fact, you might do it so much.
No, like I said, if I
he
do,
said Papa today.
like I said, if we do it, right? I mean, if we do get kids, the best thing to do is to just make fun of them.
Look, it's not a pet, okay? It's your blood, your skin, your flesh, your bones.
Look, it's awesome to laugh at kids, okay? Because they're like stupid people, like stupid little people, you know? I love them. I love kids to bits.
You're gonna get so much flack for this.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
not stupid. Oh my gosh, that's not even the right term. They're not stupid.
Look, I'm just saying, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you better
Jeez.
be.
But, I mean, you can't deny the fact that it's hilarious. You trick them. I trick them. I trick them all the time. It's fun to trick them.
You stay away from my kids, okay? But I like what Kevin Hart, that comedian, said, you know, in an interview. Like, he bullies his kids. He's like, oh my gosh, girl, you've got such a big head. To his little daughter. And he was like, yeah, but I do that because she does have a big head. And I bully her so that when she goes to school and those bullies bully her, she'll be like, oh, I've heard that.
You know what? We should pull that up.
That is hilarious. Kevin Hart is our latest favorite comedian.
Hold up.
For now. Who just hosted the VMAs.
Yeah, you know what? I think by far this year he's probably the best host around.
Face though, all these stand-up comedians, they are super talented. They can act, they can host, they can stand up. Not anybody can stand up.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people think that automatically if you're stand-up and you get a show, you can act, you know, and it doesn't happen all the time. We were talking about it earlier. Seth MacFarlane, Oscars bombed.
Yeah, it wasn't that good, huh? But he's great when it comes to animation. Like Ted,
You know what?
come on,
Yeah.
it's my wallpaper.
That makes
Let me
me
show
think.
you my
You know,
wallpaper.
you know what? Maybe they should have,
Oh, I'm
got
reading
Peter
it.
Griffin to do it,
Peter Griffin.
right? Family Guy.
Look at my wallpaper. It's Ted. And it changes. It's a live wallpaper. So now he's just holding the time and it's late, it's midnight. Other times he's disco dancing with the disco lights. Sometimes he's in the toilet peeing,
hold
sometimes
up.
drinking.
Yeah. I pulled this up, okay? Hold up. I'm just going to switch over to the desktop. Hold up. There you go, folks. Boom.
In a perfect world, I don't even want my kids to know that I'm a comedian or on television. You know, I just like that they wouldn't even know that. What about you? Do your kids know that you're
That
a
is
comic?
Conan.
They must.
No, first of all, my kids know I'm a big deal. That's right. They both are very aware. They're very aware. I let them know every day. I said, look, Daddy's a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't have to do this.
That's your version of...
You just shush me.
Come here, sit down. I'm a big deal.
No, you know what, man? My kids are they're very aware. You know, I talk to them. They know I'm a comedian. It's funny because they understand it. Like, they've been in my shows, so they understand Daddy's job is to make people laugh. Like, literally, they get it. And
You can't leave me. Some people are like, get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with this? Why make me watch this shit?
like, literally, she challenges me. Like, Dad, I don't
This is the
like I
best
said on TV,
comedian
I didn't laugh.
No.
of our time.
No, come on.
Yes.
No, he's not the best comedian of our time.
Who's better than him
Laughing,
now?
I've actually
Okay, wait, let me stop this shit. You folks can do that shit. I'm not gonna YouTube this shit. But listen, you guys gotta flip out. Hey, you gotta get back to your seat.
Sorry. I was watching Kevin Hart. I heart Kevin Hart. Quack, quack, quack. But it's a heart with H-A-R-T. That's how you spell his heart. So who would you say is the best comedian for you?
No, it
for
can't
now?
be. Okay, for our time, Kevin Hart is goddamn good. He's on the rise right now. He's funny.
By our time, I mean right now, not like this decade.
No, okay, late.
'Cause
Right now,
I've not
okay,
heard
Russell,
of him
Russell
5 years ago.
Peters.
Yeah, Russell
Russell
Peters
Peters?
is really funny.
Russell Peters.
But you know, that's the
Chris.
thing.
Okay, Chris Rock is still our time. He's still doing stand
It's not
up.
my favorite. Ricky Gervais, yes.
Yeah, Ricky
I like.
Gervais. So you can. There's too many. There are too many good ones.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, okay, one of the best for now. And, okay, the thing about Russell Peters, I love it. And we flew to Bangkok just to see him. But, we realized that a lot of, like, Indian Canadians, because we watched another Indian Canadian, and they have similar jokes. Especially racial jokes, right? Right?
Yeah,
The
wait,
way-
what's
the way
that guy?
they
What's that
speak.
guy's name?
I can't remember. Where did we watch?
We saw him at
The comedy club in Malaysia, in KL,
yes,
right?
Yes.
They had the Filipino
Yeah.
guy that I
That
thought
guy's
was really
funny too.
good. But it's all the Philippines jokes, like the way they pronounce F and P. Like instead of fish, you go pish.
No, well, it's the easy thing.
Like fuck
to-
you,
It's
So
the
it's like-
easy thing to get to, I guess. when we
Yeah.
talk
So
about-
like the Canadian Indians, they have the same kind of like Indian jokes as well. But Russell Peters does it very, very well. I love his jokes.
Yeah, it's not just the jokes; it's how he does it. It's his
Yeah.
personality, his character. I think he puts on.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais, he's British, so his jokes are like a little different. You may find it offensive as well. But if you don't take it personally, and if he's not targeting you, like he did all the celebrities in the, what award show was that? That Ricky Gervais hosted, the Golden Globes.
Yeah, the Golden Globes.
He
You know what?
insulted
He's-
everybody
but
and
he's
got
so
called back the
funny.
next year and the next year and
3
the
years
next
in a
year
row.
to host it. It's so funny, YouTube that. Ricky Gervais, Golden Globes. Oh my gosh, it's so hilarious.
I think that Ricky Gervais, his comedy, it's not your typical British dry comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who's the dry ones?
There are a lot. You can YouTube a lot of them. But the thing is, the jokes and the way he does it, it's not even the same type of comedy that is in The Office.
Oh yeah, the show that he created, The
Yeah,
Office,
yeah.
starring Steve Carell.
No, not...
Which
Well,
one?
yeah, that one. And, well, the original one is based in London.
Oh, okay,
Is it
okay.
London? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
It's not
I didn't
London,
watch
it's,
that original one.
If it's not London, it's... Well, somewhere. Anyway, it's it's a documentary about a manager.
And it's shot in like a reality
Yeah.
sort of setting, right?
Yeah.
Which is really big in Malaysia these days, but unfortunately, not reality. It's more like reality drama series, which is The Office. It's a reality drama series, so it's scripted. But why are you laughing at me? But it's scripted, shot in a reality way. Because some reality shows are like, spontaneous or whatnot.
Yeah, but... Oops.
Who that?
Oh, who that? Who does it? But you know what? What else? God damn it! I
We're
totally
talking
forgot.
about comedians.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me check my phone. This is very not professional, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Guys, never do this on a
We should
date,
never do this on
okay?
the podcast. But you know
Or a
what?
date.
The thing is, it's important to let people know right now that be kind. This is our first podcast. We're bound to fuck up. We're bound to stumble on the way and
Yeah, all the
say stupid shit.
profanities only from Darren, okay? Like I said, mom could be listening.
You know,
She'll go, ayo girl, this Darren so rude one Okay, my mom doesn't talk like that. But you know what I mean.
Close. That's pretty close. But okay, who should be our first guest?
You know what? Let's keep it a surprise, okay? You want to know? Just tune in next.
You know what? People can actually tweet us too and let us know.
Yeah,
if,
so can we create a SpeakEasy Twitter account, please?
Yeah, we will.
This is how
you know
new we
what?
are. We don't even have our own social media and it's everything right now.
You know what?
Social media
Let's
is
just
so
start one
big.
right now.
Don't you think social media is so big that it's affecting our TV ratings, magazine sales, like proper magazines, book sales, because people are going like e-book, e-magazine, e-everything.
No, the other thing is, well, I don't wish the death of print because
Yeah,
I
for
think there's something
sure.
special about it. You know,
Of course.
not special, but something tangible about it.
It's also like personal. I mean, like you can't just communicate with your friends and whatnot via social media. You got to have that personal relationship, just like when you read or whatnot. You know, like to feel the pages, to not just look at a screen. You imagine things. It's different, right? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more personal, I guess, when you're holding the book. When you read, there's some sort of like comfort and
I think there's-
familiarity
It's always something,
and heritage.
as long as it's
culture.
tangible, it takes
Yeah.
space in your everyday life, you know. So I think when you have that sort of connection to it, it's very different from the internet.
Yeah, but children these days, I mean, in kindergartens, they don't learn with books. I mean, worried about because you can't say no. I'm not gonna give my kids an iPad and let them, lack in their studies or whatnot because all their peers are so techy. So you sort of like got to teach them, got to expose them to technology, but yet you got to balance it with, like going out, going to the padang, going to read a book, call your friends instead of just like, Skype them or SMS, right? Like see them, talk to them, have a personal
there used to
relationship.
be, okay, you would think about like maybe 20, 30 years ago. I remember this.
I wasn't born 30 years ago.
No, yeah. Wait, no, this one, you can imagine how it was like back then.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, they would always science fiction stories would always come out with these kind of stories where, in the future, playgrounds are abandoned, grass grown over, it becomes a little jungle because everyone is just in the little capsules at home. On the internet, and then some guy finds a way to tap in. That sort of kind of story? That the future is intertwined with technology. Humankind is intertwined with technology. And how crazy that gets when you realize today is the day that technology has taken up most of our lives. If you think about it, don't you think? And back then, 20, 30 years ago, they were saying like, oh, it's going to be like that. And they were goddamn right. They were goddamn right. It freaks me out.
To not know what's going to happen in 20, 30
Yeah.
years' time. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Who knows what the
back
future
then,
holds
okay,
for us.
let's say 10 years ago, if I asked you, what do you think technology would be like next year? You could probably tell me,
Faster laptops, computers.
yeah, faster laptop
or whatnot.
computers, color screens on your handphone. Back then it's handphone, yeah. Now think about it now. Did you ever think about the fact that iPads came along?
Well, tablet.
So there's no way. What
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is there's no way to predict what technology holds next year.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
impossible.
It's the fastest moving thing in the world, right? I mean, it's evolving, it's changing so quickly. Technology. I mean, now your phones can even double up as a projector. Isn't that crazy? And soon, hologram? And you're
Yeah.
going to have that kind of experience where you can feel it, feel the senses that you see in your laptop, in your phones, and I think they're already designing that, right? So it's not just something visual.
Isn't that
You know,
crazy?
you can feel and experience.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
so crazy.
smell it. It places with the.
Places, huh?
It
Places, huh?
it places.
Places.
That's our language. It plays with, you know, the different receptors in our brains, and we're falling for this trap we call technology. Okay,
Is that a plot of a movie? You just made that up.
It could be.
Made that shit up.
You know what? We should come out with like a movie like that. No, in fact, we should come up with like movies, right? We were talking about it, like drama series with our little girl, Megan, which we're going to bring on the show as well. Megan
Yeah, that was
Kong.
pretty cool. That was really cool. I tend to forget that how effective like group brainstorming sessions.
Yeah.
Like-minded people.
We just sat down
You can-
over
there-
dinner just now for 3 hours.
A lot of
and
crazy
we-
ideas can
And you
come
were
out.
like, oh, it's 8 p.m. And we're like, it's 10 p.m. You're
Yeah,
like,
holy
what?
shit. Yeah, we're like, holy
But we
shit.
had so many great ideas, great laughters. She calls me mommy, although I'm 4 years older than her. I'm a 4-year-old mommy. But, and a lot of people say we look alike. So we'll see, okay? We'll bring her on the show and you be the judge of that. But she's like a...
On. You know, we actually... What do you think... Okay, well, I asked her earlier, what do you think you want to talk about? She has nothing to bring on the table, so maybe...
No, I mean, because you can approach anybody. Hey, we're going to do a podcast now. They will like, oh, what's a podcast? And you got to explain to them, and then it's a new idea. But see, we sat down for 3 hours,
Okay,
and we
speaking
were
of
throwing ideas
Yeah.
like M&Ms, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can't just... If you ask me, what do I want to talk about? There's not one specific topic, but there's just like... It's just brain farts after brain farts. You know, it's just like bercabang-cabang. Like a
Yeah, I know.
tree, it has a lot of branches.
I guess
It
we
could
just
go
come out here
anywhere.
and just chill out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like it's like a chit chat. This is not like a formal setting, so we can't ask her like, "Hey, you want to come over? But what do you want to talk about with us?" You know. Nice.
Yeah.
Spontaneity is always.
Yeah,
there.
hopefully that's why, you know, we can get some comedy, unplanned comedy
Yeah.
on this
I don't
podcast.
know.
And, you know.
we just want honesty, honestly, because honesty.
Whoa, she thinks she cute.
I'm cute. Okay.
Okay, all right.
So basically, I think honesty, whether you're talking about like a life experience that's so painful, or you can talk about something funny, you can talk about, you know, a tearjerker, whatever, as long as it's honest, you know, it really translates. I mean, when people hear real life stories and experiences, that's what counts.
Yeah, you know what?
Not some
You know what'd be
made-up
crazy?
fantasy.
If we ever got a criminal,
I would love
you know,
that.
like a past criminal.
Yeah, of
That'd
course.
be pretty awesome.
Unless we do this in jail. But yeah, you know, like a ex-prisoner. I don't know. But I'm not sure whether I would want him here. I mean, like...
You know, okay,
in a
I
home.
immediately thought of the ex-prisoner. So then I went, oh, I'm not going to have this crazy asshole in my house. So, past criminal. Someone who, I don't know.
You hope that he's
um,
reformed.
Yeah, he's reformed. He got out of that shit. He never did it again. Someone like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting. I mean, yeah, he could share with us his stories.
You know what's
You
always
know.
interesting though? Not just people who rob, you know, or kidnap, or not those guys, but the con men. Those guys are interesting to talk to.
Yep. Yeah, you know, we know a lot of those people, right? Those con men, those fugitives, prisoners, easy to find. Hang out
Yeah.
with them all the time. We don't even know where the jail is. Oh my gosh, one of the topics we should talk about is like the best jails in the world. Did you say Bermuda had a nice jail?
Yeah, you know what was crazy? Bermuda does have one of the best.
They even did a TV show out of it, like the nicest jails in the world.
Did they do that?
I think so. I saw on TV like some of the nicest or worst jails. Obviously, Malaysia will go in the worst category.
Jesus Christ, you don't want to go to jail in Malaysia.
Oh yeah.
You just don't. You're fucked.
Yeah. It's so sad that we have got like we're on the worst list for a lot of things, even our taxis.
No, but
Oh
speaking
my
speaking of the Bermuda jails, this is what I heard. because obviously I had a friend who went to jail. Well, I wouldn't say friend, we acquaintance. Went to his place a couple of times just to watch the UFC. But this is what happened. He told me when we went to visit him that he didn't tell me. He told our other friends who did have a chance to speak to him. But he said that he had a window in his jail cell that faces the beach and the sea.
And Bermuda Beach is like heaven. It's beautiful.
You've been there.
Crystal clear water, pink sand.
Turquoise. Shades of turquoise.
Oh my gosh.
As it led out to sea.
Look, I remember the pink sand. The pink sand beach.
Yeah, they have pink sand in Bermuda because corals.
Oh, and it's smashed up.
Yeah, it's smashed up.
Into fine sand.
So fine. Fine, tiny bits of sand sprinkled across. So when you pull it up, when you hold it in your hand, you can see dots of pink.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It is honestly the most beautiful beach and clear water I've ever seen. I mean, like in Malaysia, we've got many beautiful beaches. But
you know
that
what?
one
No,
just tops
I would
it
have
off.
to say Redang was it's beautiful. Redang's pretty good.
Yeah, but there was like 2,000 people there. When we were there's so many people learning to dive and whatnot. In Bermuda, you have people from all over the world because it's like a tax haven, right? So a lot of people open their offshore accounts, investment banks, and
a lot
whatnot.
of investment companies, a lot of reinsurance companies
Yeah,
set up
it's
in
huge
Bermuda.
there. And the funny thing is, every time you talk about Bermuda to anyone, they're like, "What? You mean the Bermuda Triangle, lah?"
Boom!
Yeah,
I
at
swear to
least
God,
they
if I
got
get a
that
quarter
right.
every time. No, quarter,
Bermuda
dollar at least.
Triangle consists of 3 spots, right?
Drop some knowledge on them, baby. Boom!
Okay, you do it.
No, you go.
I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, it consists of 3 countries, sort of 3 cities.
Yeah,
There's
let's see what you
Bermuda,
remember. Yep.
there's Miami,
Mm-hmm.
and there's Puerto Rico.
Ching, ching, ching. Puerto Rico.
That's what I said, Puerto Rico. Is that wrong?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yay! So it's Puerto Rico and Miami.
Miami.
And there's Bermuda, and that makes the Bermuda Triangle.
Correct.
And all those, woo! You know what? We need like sound bites of like cheers and. Yeah. So.
But okay, you know what? Speaking of technology, I just made the SpeakEasy Podcast Twitter account.
Oh, awesome!
It's
What's it called?
at SpeakEasy Podcast.
Ask SpeakEasy.
At.
Ad?
Yeah.
Oh, like the alias?
Yeah.
Okay, so SpeakEasy Podcast. Awesome. How many followers do we have?
We currently have 0.
Okay, but by the next one, we'll have 2. 2 followers. We can guarantee that.
Yeah.
So SpeakEasy Podcast, all one word.
Yeah, all one word.
We got to
SpeakEasy
say,
Podcast.
SpeakEasy, we got
no,
this
just
inspiration
SpeakEasy Podcast.
from New York. We went to a lot of SpeakEasy
Oh yeah.
bars.
SpeakEasy bars.
So
That's really
interesting. During
Jinx.
the cut jinx snap.
What is the name of the SpeakEasy bar that we went to? The first one we went to.
Death and Co.
Boom. Mm-hmm. It's really nice.
But I think
place.
those who've not been to the States, they might not know what speakeasy bars
Okay, speakeasy bars they were created or they were formed during Prohibition.
Yeah,
in
so
the
basically drinking alcohol is illegal. So you've got all these underground bars and it's so cool. I mean, you wouldn't even know. We were looking for the
Not so
place
cool
to
back
meet
then.
our friends.
Not cool back then.
Not cool back then, but now it's like a cool hangout. And we were trying to look for this place that we were supposed to meet some friends, and we couldn't find the door. We saw the address. We were walking past because it's so stealth.
No, we found
You're
the
not
door.
supposed to.
No, there was
know that
there
it's
was
a
a guy
bar.
outside. Baby had the bouncer outside. What's he talking about?
Yeah, but then it looked like any other building. It's not like here where you find, it's a restaurant and you can see inside.
Yeah.
This one you don't
It's
even
hidden.
know.
It's
You've
hidden.
got to look for it.
They've kept the spirit of what a speakeasy bar is supposed to be.
It's meant to be
A
hidden
secret,
and stealth. Yeah. There's even this speakeasy bar where you walk in, there's a phone booth, and you dial a certain number, and the door will open, and inside is a bar. Did we go there? No, we didn't go there, but I think your friend Glenn told us.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. So basically, it's all these cool hangouts, like sort of like underground, and you wouldn't know it's there because it was illegal during the Prohibition era. So we were just so in love with the whole idea.
You know where it reminds me of Death & Co? Tate. Hilton, KL. No, not Hilton, Doubletree.
Doubletree, Tate. Oh yeah, because it's really small and cozy and dark.
No.
And it was so hard to find the door.
No, the interior was, even that, right?
It was so hard
to find the door. It was hard to find Tate.
You know what?
And I think Tate is supposed to be like a speakeasy bar.
It's inspired by SpeakEasy, but
because even the deco inside.
It's a nice cool out.
It's really cool.
It's a nice cool out, yeah. Nice cool out, nice chill out place, cool out. Oh my gosh, chill out, Chewy. But you know what was my big regret after going to the SpeakEasy bar? You guys had the lobster roll. And I said, no, I'm too full. I was too full.
You, my friend.
I was a fool.
We're the fool.
I was a fool because I was really full. I didn't want to try it. It looked great. And then after we went to London over Christmas, we went to this place called Burgers and Lobster. They sold 3 things, a steak burger, lobster or a lobster roll. And I tried the lobster roll, which was like some Japanese crispy bread with chunks of lobster meat with Japanese sauce. And it's packed. That's all they sold. It was packed to the brim. It was doing so well. 20 pounds per item. And you said the New York one was way cheaper and it tastes exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
It was chunks of lobster meat.
Chunks of lobster meat on, okay, what's that bread that you identified?
It was some Japanese, it's not brioche, right?
No, is it brioche?
When I googled the recipe, they use brioche. But the one in lobster,
okay, I think the one in New York is brioche.
The one in Burger and Lobster is some sort of Japanese bread because my sister-in-law said that you can find it in Jasko's bakery, and I tried.
Are you sure though?
I don't know because it doesn't seem like brioche. It's definitely not.
Talking out of her ass.
Don't say that. She's very knowledgeable.
Okay, either way, if it's Japanese bread or if it's brioche, you get chunks of. It's buttered up, and they lightly toast it.
Yeah.
And then they dunk this big
lobster meat and with like some Japanese sauce on it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
big,
it's so good.
Slurpy.
That was the only thing we ate twice in London during that one trip.
Oh, it was yummy though.
It's 20 pounds, so it's 100 ringgit per roll. It's like a sandwich.
But you know what, to them
it's like $20, but it's still expensive. $20 is really expensive, but I would say it's worth it. I would go back there and eat it again. But you know what? I went to Alexis recently. There's Alexis in Gardens. You have it in BSC.
Yeah.
I ordered a lobster roll. They had a lobster roll, but this time it's different. It was smaller, and it was mashed up. So it's kind of like a crab steak mayo sandwich, but it's lobster meat. So it was mashed up. You can't really see the whole chunks of lobster.
You're making me hungry. You really are.
At 12:30. We had a huge Japanese dinner just now, shuraku.
You know what though? Shuraku is pretty cool. I'm starting to realize, well, not realize, but I saw that they've used like they used a wooden signage, and then they had the traditional container for pepper. Remember?
Yeah, the bamboo shoot. We were wondering how to open it. We saw this plank of wood, with a little stopper. And we're like, what is this? And our dear friend Megan just popped it out because she just came back from Japan, popped it out. It's pepper. But you know what? We should have a Japanese pro or a Japanese guest here because their culture can go on for days. I even read one huge page of article about their chopsticks that they use and the culture and what is rude, what is not. You're meant to, that wooden chopstick, you're meant to put it back into its sleeve after you finish eating, and that is good manners. And bad manners is
like a samurai sword.
Plucking it out.
After you chop, you must put it back.
But it's true. And this chopsticks, when you crack it open, you're not meant to scrape it off. You know, like we do that in case there are splinters, but it's rude to do that. And that
Really?
is one of the many rules that
Can
have
they
in their culture.
guarantee that no rats have pissed on that shit?
No,
Then
it's not
I can do what the
certified
fuck I
rat-free.
want.
Yeah, but you know, doing that doesn't wipe off the rat shit if there is rat shit on it.
Yeah,
But
that's
there's just
true.
so many
True,
rules.
True. Okay, I'm checking out Twitter, and what we gotta do, 4 people, no, 5. So I will be following Julie Wooney.
Follow
That's
Joe
W
Rogan's
Julie and then
podcast.
WOOINE.
NIE.
NIE. It's not showing up, yo.
Okay, let
What's
me
up?
just tune in to my Twitter. Oh my gosh, I was just reading this Twitter post by Huffington Post. You can follow Huffington Post. Anti-rape underwear protects women from attackers. No, I'm
Does it
serious.
zap somebody?
It does. It electrifies the person. But you know that zapping thing is illegal in Malaysia, right? But this one,
Hey,
you know what?
wait, babe. It doesn't come up. Julie Wooney.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me try adding you.
What the hell's going on?
But let me
What's
tell you
going
about
on here?
this article, okay?
What's going on here?
Yo, listen.
Okay.
Anti-rape underwear with GPS invented by Indian students emits up to 82 shocks. You know, this was created after that incident, that poor girl in the bus with a boyfriend, and this bunch of guys just
Holy
went up,
shit,
raped
man.
her, and put sticks in her.
You know what?
And
They
pulled out
they
her
should
intestines.
they should get they shouldn't get life. They should just get a death penalty. Don't they have a
That would
death
be too
penalty
kind
in,
for
in,
them.
in India?
I don't know what's the verdict now. Are they in jail yet? Did they find everybody? That's the thing about newspapers I was so upset about. That they'll give you all the headlines about the news now, but you don't know what's the ending. So, you know, it's like, you know, news about Oscar Pistorius. Is that how you pronounce his name? And then you don't know what's found dead. There's
I
going to
don't
be
know if it's
inquiry,
Oscar
but
Pistorius. Is it? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong.
You know that guy, the Blade Runner. But they'll like have big, massive titles about, okay, this guy found dead, this government official found dead. And then after that, the article gets smaller and smaller and smaller, like page 26, like one small article. You don't really know the ending to the story. It's always like, what is the latest news now? And you're like, oh my gosh, it emits a lot of fear and curiosity. But a lot of times I'm like, hey, what happened to that story? What happened to that person? Did they find the killer? Did they, did they catch anybody? So that's the problem with newspapers these days. I have to follow up on the case like online. That's why social media and all is so important.
You lost me at
Play it back
blah, blah, Blade
and
Runner,
listen
blah
again.
blah.
Okay, let me just tell you this
What the hell
story,
are you talking
okay?
about?
3 budding engineers invented the society harnessing equipment. It's a lingerie that emits up to 82
Why are you looking
shots.
on your phone and not on your laptop?
No, it's my Twitter. Oh, because my laptop is like ancient and it takes about 30 minutes to start up.
That's so crazy. But yeah, you were saying? Okay,
Okay,
3
these are
students.
university students. So they said it takes too long for their government to even react, with that raping case. And unfortunately, a lot of rape cases in India. So they decided they need to help women. And they conducted a survey. Two
Okay.
women, 1 male student. And they
Okay.
conducted
Wait,
a
what
number
was
of
the survey?
surveys. The survey was to find out attackers, where do they first attack? And they found out that attackers often first grab the women's breast. So
What?
they created this lingerie that would
Wait, you can't be
electrocute.
wearing that crazy ass.
No, I
lingerie
show you, but
everywhere
it doesn't
go.
look like it looks like a normal lingerie there. Not sure whether you can even see this. There it is. Can you see it?
Go closer. To the left a little more.
My left? That left?
Yep. You know what? People are gonna look at that and be like, "What the fuck is that?"
It's a
Is that
lingerie.
flower?
But with
Why lingerie though? Okay, why lingerie?
because assailants like to grab the breast
Yeah,
first.
but okay, it's not like you're gonna take off. Oh, I'm gonna rip your shirt off.
No, but when they grab, they get
Oh,
electrocuted.
lingerie.
No. You silly
They'd
boy.
be like,
Come
"Were
on,
you
no.
expecting me Just asking.
They found that attackers often first grab women's breasts. So keeping this in mind, the inventors found a way to secure an electric shock circuit board in the chest region. But, I'll be worried. What if I electrocute my own self, right?
Oh, that would be crazy.
So a person trying to molest a girl will get the shock of his life the moment pressure sensors get activated. Once the sensors are activated, GPS and GSM modules would send an alert out to the emergency number and the woman's parents. Wow.
What?
And this is
wait,
used
hold on. No, what triggers it? What triggers the alarm?
Pressure sensors. So when somebody's grabbing it like this, it would send an alert.
What if her boob itched and she was like,
Then she go inside the bra and not outside the bra.
Got that.
You don't have boobs. You wouldn't know what we do, okay? So the group invented this lingerie using technology that's used in day-to-day life to combat the ever-present threat of violence in India. I've been to Delhi and...
Tell us about India. You're not a fan. You're not a fan of India. Why?
There's so
okay,
many
wait.
reasons.
You don't have to. What? Say? What did you say?
I said there's so many reasons.
Okay, go. Boom. This is your experience.
Well, in Delhi, firstly, all the cabs that I got on, even the hotel cabs, even the hotel limo, were liars, unfortunately.
What?
But I think like this is sort of like a means of living. They have to just to earn some extra income. But the thing is, if they don't lie, I would willingly tip them more money than they would get out of cheating. So like I was looking at a tourist book. There was like, they've got the longest bar, they've got like the biggest mall. So I said, oh, I want to go to a mall, the biggest mall. Just like people coming down here and wanting to go to Pavilion. So I want to go to this big mall Monday afternoon, jump in a cab from the hotel. The guy said, no, it's closed. I'm like, are you sure your biggest mall is closed on a Monday afternoon?
Sounds shady as hell.
So
do you want to take you to a different mall?
So he said, what do you want to buy? Clothes? Souvenirs? I bring you.
What?
So my first experience, right? So I...
Sounds a little crazy.
Yeah, so I agreed. What can I say? I can't say, no, the mall's not closed. We went to this place, which was like a factory shop thing that sold marble tables for 10,000 US.
Wait, what? A factory shop thing? Wait.
So it's like they produce tables.
Hold on. So you guys went with his recommendation?
We were in a cab. We have no choice. I can't say, don't lie to me. Because I thought he was telling the truth. That was like my first experience. Then after I got used to the lies. And when I reached the shop, I said, what am I going to do with this 10,000 US dollar marble table? Obviously, they get commission. I think whether or not I buy anything, they get commission. But they get more if I buy something. So I got so angry. Went back to the car. I took my tourist book, called the number for the mall. And they said, of course they're open. The guy sounded shocked. And the taxi driver was in front of me. I told him, take me there. And he didn't even say anything. He wasn't even sorry or whatever. He just took me to the mall.
What?
And yeah, so you see, it's like a culture. It's like when I went to Taj Mahal, I went to the public toilet.
Did you even try to negotiate the fee? No, I mean the taxi cab fare.
No, I can't remember the fare. But you know what? It's just like you get so frustrated that everybody is just trying to con you. But to them, it's just natural and it's a way of life. And for us, we'll be like, why do you lie? You don't have to. If you want more money, we'll give you gladly. If you have good service and hospitality, we will give it to you. But if you try to cheat it out of me, I'm going to stinge and not give you even the full fare, because you lied to me.
Did you?
I can't remember. It was so many years ago.
You know what you should have done? You punched him in his mouth.
Man, he'll call his village and there's like, 1.2 billion people. I don't want to mess with them. I can't remember how many people. But I remember I went to Taj Mahal. Beautiful place, not too nice smell. But I went to a public toilet and walked out.
I like how you said that. Not so nice.
It's true.
Beautiful place, not so nice smell.
It's so true. That's like the first thing you'll notice. And there's so many beautiful places in India. And so many top 5-star hotels, restaurants, amazing. But because the rich are really rich, and the poor are really poor. But then you see they're so poor as well. Babies on the streets with flies and people living on the streets. And our cab driver was like, oh, that's our best ice cream in India. And it was like from the ice cream guy on a motorbike selling like cornetto. So we bought him the ice cream because it's a luxury that he doesn't have. I walked in a toilet, a public toilet in front of Taj Mahal. Walked out and there was a bunch of kids just chilling outside, and when they saw me, they asked for $1
You know
US
what?
dollars.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that scene in what's that movie? Slumdog Millionaire. Is it exactly like that? The Taj Mahal. Is it like that? Like
well,
how
I think there were more people in the Taj Mahal than in the movie.
it just felt like everyone was sort of out to try to grab something from you.
It's
or
true.
like want something from
but
you.
because they're so poor, and you know, I don't blame them, because if you're that poor, you don't even have enough food day to day. What can you do? You're just trying to live. You're not trying to hurt anybody. You're just trying to live. And unfortunately, you know, I went to this beautiful Agra Fort, Taj Mahal. I went to this place where there's it's like a garden, and then there's like this huge sort of like structure. It's a weird structure, like a tiny wall here, tiny wall there, but the sun moves and it casts shadows, and that's how you tell time back in the days. And I'm like, what happened? What happened to India? You know, like, you guys had the most beautiful places, you guys were progressing, and then it just stopped, you know. But maybe that's just Delhi, and that was my experience many years ago. But I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of fun in like Mumbai, you know, where Bollywood is.
I'm sure people have different
There were the good and there were the
experiences.
bad.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
There's a very rich area. I mean, there were like some of the best restaurants, hotels, beautiful, grand hotels that we don't even find in Malaysia. And then you walk out on the streets and you see those poor people, you know, and you gotta think that is not right. Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Indonesia, but on a worse scale in terms of the disparity of wealth.
Yeah, you were saying how they had like the grandest hotels and the most beautiful bars.
Yeah.
And just across the street downstairs, there would be people living in slums.
Yeah. Well, even like we were warned against eating in restaurants due to...
Hold on, I'm gonna get me some coconut.
Oh, I want some coconut too.
Yeah, but go on.
So, you know, we were warned against eating out. Just eat in 5-star hotels, otherwise you get food poisoning. 9 out of 10 of friends who went there, you know, they had food poisoning, and worse still, they had to be hospitalized on drips for severe case of food poisoning. Yes. And I know that for sure. No, I know that for sure because it happened to someone I know. And so the thing is, I was one of my clients who actually went there for work, working in a telco company. He was on drips the second day he was there. So it's really bad.
Who is this pussy ass friend of yours?
You wouldn't know. So the thing is, it's so dangerous. And the first 3 days, all I did was just eat in a hotel because I was so scared. But after that, I'm like, oh, this is not right. We went to the mall, and the best meal I had, I mean, well, it's not the nicest food because we had really great food in India as well, but the most memorable because growing up, we ate so much Maggi noodles. I miss the prawn flavor that is not sold anymore. It's discontinued. But in India, they have the masala flavor Maggi mee, and it was just this shop in a mall, this tiny shop. You just pay 2 ringgit, I think, and you get a bowl. Everybody queues up, and they have this big bowl of Maggi being cooked. Thank you, coconut. This big bowl of Maggi being cooked, and you just put your bowl there. He'll scoop like a whole bowl full. No tables, no chairs. You just stand and you eat.
Coconut?
Of masala flavor Maggi noodles. That is the bomb. Oh my gosh.
I have to say though, I'm pretty sure it's not Maggie.
It's Maggi, it's in the packet.
Yeah, maybe the first one.
What?
Like, how do you know that they're all Maggie?
No, because we can see them. Basically, it's not even like a restaurant. It's a very small place, maybe like 200 square feet, counter, pay, you get one bowl, and you just queue up, and you can just see one microwave and two guys behind the counter opening the packets, like maybe like 10 packets, putting into a big bowl, some water, microwave, come out, mix it with the masala sauce. So it's no soup,
wait.
just the sauce.
So the masala doesn't come with the packet?
It does. It's the seasoning. Like we've got curry flavor, asam laksa, we've got ayam. They have got masala flavor, I think only in India. We got to try that. But instead of the soup one, like soup curry, they just mix the flavorings with the noodles. So it was very,
as
very
is,
nice.
I don't feel that much for Maggi.
You don't eat any
My
soup
favorite
noodles.
choice, my food, my what do you call it? My instant noodle of choice.
Mee sedap.
Indomie or
Ibu.
mee sedap. I would always go for mee sedap because they have is it fried onions? Fried onions.
Yeah, fried
Yes,
onions.
fried onions.
But it depends
No,
where.
fried garlic.
Garlic, yeah, garlic.
Is it garlic or onions?
I always
I'm
get
not sure.
confused between garlic and onions.
What?
Yeah. I mean, Chinese cooking, we've got a lot of garlic and onions. But you know what? Bestari has the best Indomie Ramly. They chop up
Ramly
the
burger.
burger patty and put it in your Indomie or mee sedap. And with that garlic, oh my gosh, we can only eat it like once a year. Because no thank you. Because we eat a lot of other stuff like Haagen-Dazs, Belgian chocolate ice cream. So we cannot afford too
chocolate
much
ice cream.
luxury because it's not good for our bodies. And then we've got to work out extremely hard. Your shoulder is hurt, so...
Yeah, I know. But you know what? Today felt good to be back at the gym.
Muay Thai?
Back at the gym.
Back.
Back at the gym.
Wow, I have fun too. And Body Tone. I brought Megan to Body Tone for the first
tell
time.
us about that. You go to Body Tone. It's in Solaris.
Yeah.
Awesome place because I tried it with you once.
Yeah, they had 6 machines there, so you can accommodate 6 people only. But
Yep.
every time we go there, it's like just 2 of us, you know?
Yep. I tried it the time I tried it with you. We did core. No, we did thigh and
Abs,
buttocks.
thighs, and booty. Well,
I think
it was a
I
freestyle
think my
class.
buttocks didn't work after that. So, but it was it's a brutal workout. A lot of people poo on it.
Yeah.
Don't you think a lot of people shit on it? They say like, Body Tone, power plates, what's that pussy shit? But
no,
yeah, till
nobody
you,
said
till,
it to me because
till you sit on it.
nobody who's tried
Till
it
you work
said
out on
that.
it.
Yeah, nobody who's tried it said that. I mean, like, it's not the conventional gym where you have all the machines and all that. It only has one machine, which is the power plate. It's this vibrating machine. You stand on it, it vibrates. So I guess it increases your metabolic rate and helps you burn fats faster. But you do
increases,
use the kettlebell sometimes.
Resistance, right? It helps with
How much
resistance.
Does it? I don't know. It just feels good for me. It
Well, I
tickles
think-
my nose and my ear, but
Well,
due to the
isn't
vibration.
it also because your body tries to find its like a stable position?
Yeah, because you're on the machine, so yeah, it does. But I think apparently that vibration is tuned in to such a way that would increase your metabolic rate and help you burn your fats faster. And you're not just standing on it, you're doing exercises. So you've got different classes, like aerobics class, you've got booty class, you've got abs, buttocks, thighs, we've got core strength class, we've got attack class, which is really tough. I did not try that class. I've not tried it because I'm scared. I heard it's like the toughest. Currently I like circuit because non-stop and it's really difficult. It's kind of like cardio and strength, but I feel it's very effective. And each class is 45 minutes, but that includes warming up, coming down. So I think it's essentially 30-35 minutes per class. So you can do back-to-back classes
Is
as
it
well.
35 minutes or is it 40 minutes?
It's 45 minutes, but including your warm-up and all that, which takes time.
But you know what? Even a warm-up's not that easy.
Yeah.
Like if it's your first time and you did a warm-up, you'd be like, oh shit, that's hard.
And she'll be like, let's start class now. I'm like, what? That was just the warm-up, but it was really good. Like Megan, I mean, she can run. I mean, she's good in cardio, but because she's so skinny already, she should stop cardio. She should just do this to tone her body because, like, she almost died in class today. Just like Patricia, who brought me for my first class. I'm like, Patricia, you hate me. She told me, hey, let's go eat Korean in like Solaris, and she signed me up for the class, so I had to go. but I signed up immediately for like 35 classes for 5 months. That's the package. Different months, you've got different packages. And the best thing I like is you have a trainer. The trainer can teach to a maximum of 6 people, but every time we go there, it's always like, it feels like one-on-one because like there's nobody there, and we like to go at working hours because we work like at odd hours. So when we go at 1:15, 2:15, 3:15, nobody's there. It's perfect. It feels like a one-on-one class. And if you do want to have a private class, you can go to the Bangsar Village branch, where it's all just one-on-one. And you find a lot of people there.
We're trying to break down this is what power play does. Oh, it's fun. You're supposed to find your stable position. And you were like, oh no, it adds a little resistance. Meanwhile, the people who invented power play who listen to this be like, these motherfuckers got it wrong.
Yeah, there's like 200 benefits and you just named one, and one is probably wrong.
Yeah.
But that's what we believe.
So peeps, don't listen to us because
yeah,
we don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Google it, try it out. In fact, they've got a lot of big names who've tried it.
We didn't even Google it before talking about it. What the hell?
Yeah, you know what? It's just an introduction for you to Google it.
Yeah,
but you've got a lot of big name celebrities like around the world.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't remember, like supermodels who go for power play. So it's not new. It's not a new thing, but it's not a widespread thing like gym. Because nothing beats the conventional method. But this is like a fast forward method. If you only have like you only have like maybe 45 minutes a day, this is perfect. And you don't want to just go to the gym on a treadmill, which we got really bored of, right?
Yeah.
We prefer running outdoors, Taman
running
is
outdoors,
a beautiful park.
It's so different from running on a treadmill. The whole experience, I think the resistance is harder too.
You know what? We should come out with our own list of songs. Because Darren and I, we go running and we've got completely different running songs. Like your songs are the rocky one, trance music, like really fast beat. And mine's
but
it's fast beat.
Fight music.
Fight music.
I call it fight music.
Fight music. It's like the beat is super fast, and you'll be like, yeah, it's like that. And mine is like, well, because I'm not techie, so I get Darren to upload everything on my iPod. It's all the Kanye, the rap songs.
Man,
and
gangster
like,
Southern, dirty South, dirty
all
South
the gangster
rap
songs. And we're like, how do you run to this? Because you need to walk with swag with this kind of songs, but it's songs. It's so. You should play.
Yeah, you should play it. But Mind Heist, we can't play it because we're gonna upload on YouTube, and then we can't.
Oh,
but
yeah.
anyway, Mind Heist is the soundtrack for the trailer for Inception.
So YouTube that song because we can't play it due to copyrights, right?
Yeah, we can't play it.
Okay, so you know what? Just YouTube.
You know
all
what?
these
I hope we don't
songs.
get in trouble for playing that Kevin Hart one.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's just a short clip. The interview.
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's from YouTube. So
Yeah. If we did infringe any rights, we're sorry. We're first timers. We're newbies. We're
Yeah.
so far away in Malaysia.
Oh, you know what?
Don't catch
Last night, we didn't talk about it. Last night, we went to an awesome party.
Tell us about it.
We went to the Hennessy Appreciation Night. It was awesome. Yeah. And it was at the Chinwoo Stadium. Who else? Chinwoo Stadium. We got there kind of late.
It's a black tie event.
Yeah.
And this kind of events, you find a lot of old people. But this time around, there are 4 days. They've got Trade Partners Day. You've got there's Socialites Day, the older ones. And then you've got like, yesterday was like the media, the personalities, those in the entertainment industry. So it was a young crowd and it was really nice. They flew down Chef Leanne Wong from Top Chef. She was the contestant and then she became like the food director or something. She was really, really good. And one thing I like about their appreciation gross dinner is that they would take international renowned chef with Asian blood in them. So they are part Asian as well.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's really cool. So
Pops
Chef
of my
Yan
Asian peeps.
she's born in America, but she's also Chinese. So and then last year, I mean, you've got like Asian blood in there, Italian.
What
then the
was the
scenery.
appetizer? Because seriously, I think the
That
appetizer
was
was probably
foie
the
gras.
best one.
Foie
No,
gras.
but from which continent?
France. So when we had food from, let's say, France, you could see the Eiffel Tower. And when we had, like, I don't know, from China, you could see, like, the beautiful landscape in China. So the scenery depicted the food that we ate and also the performance that was being played. Like, in Italy, we had the opera. When you're a rap singer, you gotta have the attitude in your face, you know? No?
Good night, folks. Bye. Ciao, Bella.